So, basically, I just wanted to have a look at this this number 2 potential here, which is, so we all know number 2 is, we're going to make it a bit more solid. So you bar all of Dad on the 2nd fret, and then with your middle finger, you're going on the A of Gad. I'm going to mute everybody on that one. Remember, you have to unmute yourself, lads, when you're ready. So, okay, another way of doing it is to utilize the G string of Gad, obviously, G, and still barring Dad on the 2nd fret, we just engage on the G string on the 4th fret. It's quite a nice chord. And that's movable. Because you're engaging that G string, it kind of works. You don't have to do all of this closing up and everything that you're doing with these kind of chords. Kind of works all together because you're all moving it at the same time. So you kind of got these chords that can work quite well on your guitar, as long as you're focus on your bass string and look at it as the scale. Go all the way up with that whole position. They're all nice chords. And you can actually have some really nice progressions. Messing around with it. Kind of quite a sort of power chord-esque sort of vibe to it, but it's nice, you know, and it's just something to sort of bear in. So there's your 5, and there's your 5 with your little finger down on the A of Gad, and then change that 5 position, that A chord, to this one. Gives you a different vibe. But it's a movable vibe, so that's good. So slightly different vibe from it's similar. Now we'll try changing this one to this one. So it's got a different kind of feel to it. A little pass there up to the top one, which is nice, and then just a nice drop down. It's quite nice. It's got a real nice kind of yeah vibe to it. You're trying to grab, you're trying to do that slide down, which is really nice. You can do a nice slide up with these kind of chords as well, lads. So thumbs up, everybody who's got that. Got it, Jan?
Sorry, I haven't, but don't worry. I'll watch it afterwards.
You with this, Jan, because it's really not difficult. So it's not hard at all. Just to confirm, lads, this is your finger. Can you all see where the strings are going on this finger? You can see the patch. It's a bar. So I'm pushing down on the pad of my finger like that, and it should close. And let's just do it on the 5th fret. So those 3 strings, those bottom 3 strings, they're being barred by your finger. And then all you're doing is then with your little finger is putting it on your G string, 2 frets up, okay? Okay? Right, so let's just go over that again. And we'll try it. I'm just gonna make sure we're all muted. So we'll just try it from the G position, and we're going to go. I want you to just get really comfortable with that. Some of you probably got it already, but I want you to get really nice and comfortable with that. Really get that feeling of the guitar going there. Incidentally, a friend of mine taught me a really interesting trick, and I'm going to try it now with you, see if it works. If you do that with the guitar, it gives you a really weird sound. Anyway, something to mess around with there. I've been messing around with it all week. It's a bit weird. It's a bit like a... And then try up 1 more fret. And then try dropping, taking it down. So just do like one strum. Same principle as a hammer on. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So if you're putting that into a progression, and again. And what I'm doing to get that nice slap there is, so I'm just doing that crunch onto my fleshy part of my heel here. Just gives that nice percussive feel. Going back to the root to give my hand a bit of a rest, because it's quite painful to hold it for a while. And you can do it with these chords as well. The only difference is when you're doing the move up to this one, it's the split here, so you're going from this one slightly harder, because you are having to change the distance between your fingers and accommodate for that change as you're moving. However, because you lads know these chords a bit more than the other ones, it might be easier. I'm putting these 2 together, not doing the split, but you can still do it that way. Basically preparing you lads for being Coldplay enthusiasts. So try it the other way. Here we go. 3, 4. black this time. Nice thing to do there is to do a bit of a passing chord. And I like to do that with my upstroke. So that was a little... So on that upstroke. So we'll go back to that chord, and we'll actually this time do it differently. We're going to do it with an upstroke. 2, 3, 4. So we're not doing the pull up at this moment. We're just going 3, 4. I got that wrong. 3, 4. So your upstroke is doing the emphasis there. Nothing changes, it's just your upstroke is a strong one. Okay, David.
Just finding, sorry, Tyler, I can't do the slide on the upstroke. I can only do the slide on the downstroke. I don't know if that's the same for...
Okay, so what you... Yeah, it doesn't really... You can kind of catch a little bit, but it doesn't work so well. You can do it. Kind of changes the timing a little bit there, David, but it's nice. I wasn't doing it initially with just the upstroke. It depends where you emphasize. That's an instant. Or if I do it with a move. Ba-da, ba-da-da. So you're either going ba-da-da or just da-da. So if you slide you need to slide just after your upstroke to get it, but it'll sound different to sliding and moving it for the upstroke. That changes the vibe a bit because I'm going after I've done my upstroke, not on the upstroke.
It's like the downstroke is to be on the beat, dead on, and the upstroke is to create a counter rhythm.
Yeah, kind of, exactly, yeah. Kind of, exactly, yeah. That's the best response I've got there. David, give us a bit of a whirl with it and show us what you got with it. Firstly,
so it'd be. Sorry,
just
can you hear?
Nice and cleanly how far up you can go with that chord position.
Of how far up, like up the neck.
Yeah, cool. So David's got a cutaway, lads. So the sneaky bugger can get all the way up as far as he wants to. Incredibly jealous because I'm restricted, as many of us are, because of these guitars. Look, Sean's smiling away because he's got a cutaway as well. So yeah, good stuff, David. Yeah, try it with a bit of that grooving.
the upstroke.
Lovely stuff. Great. Niall?
Oh, I'm cool.
Lovely stuff. Niall, just because you got it, man. It's great for pop songs, lads, but it really does actually work in trad. If you listen to some of like Mike McGoldrick stuff or you know, Afro Celts and stuff, anything basically a little bit where, you know, they're pushing the boundaries and blending genres. If you think of it like what it would be for a set of reels, dum did it dum. Niall, I just want you to push the rhythm a little bit and imagine that you've kind of got like a bit of a groove going for a set of reels.
Yeah, yeah. We'll have a go now?
Yeah. Let the guitar ring a little bit more if you can.
Sorry?
Try and let the guitar ring a little bit more if you can. So
I'm
less.
trying to dampen some of them strings, yeah.
Yeah, try and let it ring a little bit more. What you've still got, lads, don't forget, you're leaving the top two strings free, and don't forget your shimmer. I know the dampening comes in and kills the shimmer, but as soon as your dampening effect has done its job, get the shimmer back. Go for it again, buddy. Sounds great. Good man.
Okay.
Adam?
It's very like Radiohead.
Yeah. I'm just getting you ready for the pop. Lovely. Good. Jan? Jan, can you unmute?
Okay, sorry. I'll try to do without the chords.
Can you try it with the chords, Jan? Because they're not hard.
I can't do the chords.
Tell me why not, buddy.
I don't know. I'm too behind. I don't know how to do it.
All right. Okay. Listen carefully, matey. You see this part of my finger?
Yeah.
This digit here, before you get to the knuckle or the first joint, you're flattening that. Just put this down on the table like that. Can you see that?
Yeah. Yes.
Push down so that you. I'll do it like this way. So like that. Okay. So you're really pushing it like that. You're doing that basically across 3 strings. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see how it's done there? So push it down like that over 3 strings, and then your little finger just comes in, and it's the next string, the G string.
Yeah.
That's it, mate. Yeah, and you just move that up and down.
Sorry, guys.
That's it. Don't worry, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard him here first. Jan Lee, coming to you soon as Glastonbury opens up. So I'm just ignore this finger. That's doing nothing, Jan. It's just sort of staying out the way. But and so is the middle finger. It's just your little finger and your index finger, and you're just pushing it up as you go. The difference, you try and kind of lock the shape of it, Jan.
Yeah.
Okay, have another go with it. You can push it all around the scale, Jan. You can go all over the shop with it, as long as you keep the shape and the major scale on your bass string. You can't go wrong, buddy. Well done. Sean.
Yo, okay, let's go.
Evan, rock and roll in Croke Park. It's nice, man. See, same as Niall, Sean. See if you can push the speed a bit. That's it. Go. Sean, also push your imagination with it, Sean. You've got a wicked sound there. Don't just stick to those chords just because I showed them. You've got the whole scale you can do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I will.
It's cool. Don't be afraid to push it. You've got some serious distortion effects unknowingly going on there. So on this end, it's starting to sound quite heavy, Limp Bizkit style playing, but it's cool. Love it. But don't be afraid to push it, lad. I want you to get used to the sound of it, lads. I want you to know what you can get away with, because these kind of power chords, they are a bit poppy, but they can work really well in a trance setting. Going, what's quite a nice one there is, that's your relative minor. It's quite an easy shift there because you don't have to move your hand around. I've now dropped jig rhythm, lads, just so you know, so you can do that if you want. Different sounds, but they're nice. You can already hear like just for example. Who's left? It's just Patrick. Nice. Yeah. Push the speed a bit, Patrick. Cool. Well done, lads. Lovely, 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 lovely. Can you all unmute? Okay, so it works for major, basically, lads. Minor's a bit different. You'll notice that that doesn't work. That one doesn't work. So some of them do work with the minor, but again, it's the same position, but just basically following the scale up. So, 1. Give me a sec, lads. Give me a sec.
Oh, sorry.
I asked you to unmute. That's my bad. So you got the 1, 2, 3. So that's your relative. That's your different. Sorry, not relative at all. But it's your number 3 for the minor progression. Your number 4 is always the same. Your number 5 is always the same. And these two, it does actually work. So I was talking complete shite. So give you quite nice chords there, and it's exactly the same position again. It's a real great dodge chord, that. And I suppose the reason why it works is because you're basically you're fixing your bass runs here, and you're locking it with that bar. So don't forget, as soon as you start barring something and moving, especially something as open as DAD, it's basically going to just the D and the A are 5 apart. So you're basically just moving, if you took it on piano terms, just those fixed points just move all the way up. And it just depends on whether you're playing that, which I just did, as a minor scale or a major scale, as I do now. So that's the 8th. And what you're doing is, because you're bringing this G string into play, which is the only string that works out of sync of the Ds and the As that you've got going on. It's the only one that isn't a D and A, D or an A. So you're just locking that one in as well. It's just a great chord to sort of know that you've got it going on there. So if we just all do it together, all right, so we're going to go root, 2, 3, 4. This is our minor progression, lads, remember. 5, 6, remember it's a minor progression. 7, 8. Yeah, and you should be going higher when we're going higher, not back down. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Now let's do it major this time. 1, 2, 3. Remember, that was the one that changes. 4's the same. 5's the same. Now your number 6 is different. Okay. Just going right back to step 1, because some of you are looking a little bit confused. But just going from this to what? So with those ones there, you're only doing 2 strings. You're basically just relying on the fact that your 2 D strings on Dad, your 1 and 3 string, are heavy enough to sustain that. So you get this. Especially with a bit of dampening, that works quite well because you're dampening it so much that there's not masses of tone coming out, but you do get that kind of off the bass. And that works quite nicely without the index finger coming down to include that 3rd in there on the G string. And all we've done is we're effectively, what we've got going on here is we're working below our finger. So we're locking here and our index finger is below, it's working in the below section of the chord spectrum, if you will. We've got the ability to do a little bit with our little finger, but effectively we're putting these 2 here. We could even do that. And give us even more scope to do more that way around. This way round, we're barring here, and we're giving ourselves 3 fingers to play with. Now, I'm obviously giving you this as an option here, that nice easy chord here. But what you can do is you've got the room to kind of mess around. And see what happens. I'm just putting my 4th finger on the A of Dad. Which is quite nice. I'm going to try something weird. This isn't going to work, but I'm going to do it anyway. Didn't work, but I tried it. But you could also try doing that with that finger. See what happens. This is how I come across weird chords. And that really is too difficult. No, it doesn't, not going to work. But you see my thought process there. I'm going, where can I put my fingers? So I've got my 4th finger there now. So I'm freeing up my little finger. And I'm going to sort of say it again, but this is kind of like what Niall was going on about a few weeks ago with trying to engage the top string. So Niall, you could do this. So instead of the 4th finger, we're going to do instead of your pinky, we do the one next to your pinky. And then use your little finger to engage the top string. Well, that's nice. Instantly, maybe even try it with your A string. Try that one. That won't work, I don't think. No, that doesn't work because the G string is the one that's holding down, but it does work here. So you have to figure out which ones it's going to work at. But that's my thought process on that, lads. But I can do this. There you go. That works. I'm just putting